How you doing, everyone? Wolfheart back here again with another video. Now, I was thinking to myself the other day, what topic should I cover? Now, as my Facebook is popping up at my face, I noticed there's a movie coming out March 3rd called Logan. Now, it's no secret to my friends, my favorite comic book character is Wolverine. You know, I'm a huge comic book fan. I love the movies. I love the TV shows. I love the comics. So I thought, wouldn't it be cool to go through and list from worst to best my favorite X-Men movies? Some are really good, some are a little bit iffy, but this is what I got for you. Hopefully you enjoy. Hopefully you even agree. All right, we're going to start off with number 9, X-Men Origins Wolverine. What I liked about this movie, well, the overall performance of Hugh Jackman, I think, really carried this movie. There really isn't a whole lot going for it. What I didn't like about this movie, let's be obvious, the CGI was really cheesy. The claws, they looked really cartoonish. The things they did with Gambit, I felt they really took his character and flushed him down the toilet. I'm not sure what they were doing there. And obviously, everybody knows this, the Deadpool scenes, or Weapon 10, or Weapon 3000. I don't know what his name is. Point is, they really ruined that. Ryan Reynolds, when he was actually on screen, he was actually doing okay. But the rest of that Deadpool stuff, I think it's horrible. Number 8, X-Men The Last Stand. What I liked about it was the attempt to bring in a bunch of new characters. Not just make it the same core group, actually expand the X-Men universe. I thought it was really kind of ballsy for them to do that. The bad part of the movie, obviously, is when they brought a lot of those characters in, such as the Juggernaut, they kind of dropped the ball there and didn't really do it that well. Number 7, X-Men First Class. I would think it was refreshing to see all these X-Men come in under a new cast with some new takes on them, some new looks. I thought that was fantastic. What I didn't like about it, though, is it felt like a very short movie. It felt very rushed, kind of cookie cutter-ish in a way. I know they're all kind of PG movies, but this one just didn't really have a whole lot of fire for me. I'm not saying it's a bad movie, but it just felt kind of, this is the kind of movie you want to make money. Here you go. Number 6, X-Men Apocalypse. This one used to be lower on my list, actually, before this entire video. Went back, rewatched these movies, recapped them, to refresh myself, to make sure that I was going to give an honest opinion on the list, because a long time ago I saw this movie. I was extremely disappointed. I didn't like it at all. But going back and watching it again, there's some things I did like the last battle. I thought that was done fantastically well. When I first saw it, I was like, I don't know. I don't know what was going through my head. But the second time through, I thought the last battle was really well done. The emotion that Magneto, Michael Fassbender, when he gets on screen as this character, you know, with his family dying, and the emotion of going back to seeing where it all started for him at that gate with the Germans. To me, that was a very good scene, and it really brought the emotion into the film that I just didn't catch the first time. What I didn't like is also the scenes that they cut. You know, they tease you that these scenes are going to happen. You see the trailer trash. You hear about these scenes, you see snippets, and then they don't show up in the movie. And these are movie parts that are very big for these movies to make them make sense. And if you've seen Batman vs. Superman and then seen the extended cut, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's another movie didn't care much for, but once those scenes were tossed in there, they made a little bit more sense. X-Men Days of Future Past at number 5. What I did like about this movie was them bringing everything full circle with the young cast, the old cast, bringing it full circle with everybody coming back, you know, with Cyclops, Jean Grey, Wolverine, realizing that it's not all lost. And I thought that was cool how they did that. What I didn't like, again, was Jennifer Lawrence, bringing her in as Mystique. I think she's an excellent actress. I had no problem with her. But as Mystique, it kind of bugs me. I don't know what it is. Can't really quite put my finger on it, but don't care much for it. And as I was trying to rant on before, Peter Dinklage, amazing actor. If you've watched Game of Thrones, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And they used him in a couple key parts there, but I felt like they really kind of just wasted his talent here. Wasting his talent of an actor this big is a big mistake in a movie like this, and really cost them a bit, in my opinion. Number 4, the original X-Men. This is the one that started it all. Yeah, there have been some comic book movies before, Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, all them. But this one to me was the one that said, oh man, they can really, really make good comic book movies. I felt invested in the characters. I wanted to know what happened to Wolverine and Rogue. I wanted to know if the X-Men were actually going to take these guys out and get it done. Magneto, bringing him to the screen, I thought was great. Great acting choice there, too. What I didn't like about it is the train scene. It kind of sagged in the middle there. It kind of got a little bit boring, but heck, I've seen it 100 times, so it doesn't bother me anymore. What does bother me a little bit, and it's not really their fault, the effects of this movie can get dated after a while. Going back and watching some of the newer movies that are out, and then going back and seeing some of those scenes, it does feel a little bit dated. So, on to number 3, The Wolverine. Now, I don't just have it just ranked up there high because he's my favorite character, but I like the fact that the dialogue in this movie is done very well. The fight scenes in this movie are done very well. They just took an emotional standpoint of this man with no powers and just getting brutalized and having to push through and trying to find true love again. The whole thing with Jean Grey being stuck in his head. I just loved it overall. I thought it was a great, great movie until the end. Because I know you were thinking in the back of your head, well, what about Silver Samurai? Well, I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe Michael Bay snuck into the boardroom somewhere and said, hey, I got some ideas for you. And they bought into it. I'm not sure. But I can't let one scene destroy the entire movie. I think the rest of it really overshadows that. And like I said, went back through, watched it again. I still really enjoyed it. Number 2, Deadpool. This movie, top to bottom, funny, hilarious, action, the CGI. They finally let Ryan Reynolds be Deadpool. It was time they let him do this. Stop jerking the fans around. Stop jerking him around. And he nailed it. The director nailed it. The cinematography was great. The music that went with this, it was just, it was awesome. What I didn't like about Deadpool, the CGI of Colossus. I thought, what are they doing here? Now, yes, when he talks in the Deadpool, you must be better. That's cool and all, but the actual look of him, I thought they could have taken a little bit more time there. I mean, this movie took forever to get made. You couldn't take an extra 5 minutes to make Colossus just look a little bit better, but it's okay. Again, that's something I can overlook. And this movie felt short. Maybe it's because you enjoy it so much, it goes by so quick. Say time flies when you're having fun. And I had a lot of fun watching this movie. I've seen it several times. If you haven't, man, go see it. Gee, what are you waiting on? Go get it. And my favorite X-Men movie of all time. My buddy used to say, I got to get over this, but I can't. X-Men 2, X-Men United. From the opening scenes, when they're talking about Abraham Lincoln in the White House, and you have Nightcrawler jumping around, Wolverine's berserker rage. Jean Grey's death punched me in the heart. I felt sad. I might even have shed a tear. I can't remember, but it's everything about this movie. I can't really, other than maybe Halle Berry's accent, I can't think of anything about this movie I didn't enjoy. Maybe you can come up with some more reasons and toss them down there and try to remind me, but I can't think of anything. So thanks for sitting around and listening to me ramble on for a couple more minutes about my favorite X-Men movies. If you like it, subscribe. If you want to see more of these videos, comment below if you have anything good or bad to say. So thanks very much, and I'll check you guys later.